Dude,
We got a new Peyton commercial.
oh,
Welcome everybody to the Sports Drive. It's a case of the Mondays.
phenomenal.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 93 of the Sports Drive here, right here on YouTube. We got our brand new YouTube channel, which you can subscribe. That link to the YouTube channel be down in the description down below. Make sure to comment on this video, like it, subscribe, tell a friend about this YouTube channel as well. This is Josh Lopez, aka the Gluey Hump.
You are, dude.
You can follow me on Twitter at WC Josh Lopez here on a Monday, September 12th, 2016. We're just coming off the heels of the 15th anniversary of 9/11 and great ceremonies and tributes in the morning to start off the day. And then we had some great football action yesterday and last night. And we also had a really, really good BackLash pay-per-view. So overall, from my end, it was a really, really fun day. Just more importantly, reminding myself the fact that even though we have freedom is not free, and you can't take that freedom for granted.
Amen. Yeah.
So anyways, we got a fun show for you guys today. We are going to go over all the games. Unfortunately, we're not going to be dissecting every game and predicting the team seasons after week one. Let's be realistic, folks. We're not genies in a bottle. We're not that guy from Aladdin that can predict the future. It's just not going to happen. So we'll talk about it. We'll preview the games for next week on Friday. That's what we'll do for our NFL Pick'em show. We'll keep you guys updated with our standings for the Pick'em. I think Tunsil Hill will be here in a couple of minutes as well. You'll be joining us. But as always, public service announcement for this is your first time watching or listening to this fine established program. We are live every Mondays, Tuesdays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 10 to noon Central Time. It makes it 11 to 1 p.m. East. If you live out in the West, that would make it 8 to 10. And this is a non-politically lyric sports talk show. So if you're offended, if you get easily offended on a Monday, says, "Oh, I got the case of the Mondays," or if you're stuck in your cubicle and if you need some laughter, just remind yourself the fact that there's some vulgar language throughout this program, especially for a young man that hails from the same hometown of Brock Osweiler. But we'll leave that here. All right, let's have some fun, boys. It's time for the Gene Honda introductions. Introducing first from Blue Bumblebee, Indiana. You see his cords right now, but he's dealing with really, really bad customer service from Best Buy and Geek Squad.
How a gift card.
This young man is, I think I got this right. He's 35 years old, correct?
You are right, Dan.
He is a ECW mark.
Oh, yeah.
Rank is one of the reasons why ECW's out of business. I'm just kidding.
At least that would kind of be cool in a way. No, actually, I wouldn't be. But at least I'd be interviewed by all those documentaries.
This young man wants you to write him in for presidency this fall, despite the fact that he's fully advocating Mr. Donald Dump. He is the Robert Shapiro of the Sports Drive. Here he is, the big win himself, Frank Sprinkle.
Hey, you know what? If I can't be president, I would want no better person than Donald Trump. But, politics aside, hey, yes, I am 35 years old. I can run for president. Hey, Gluey Hump, I got a question. Hey, Gluey Hump, I got a question. Do I look 35?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Because you could see my picture. By the way, if I get you guys on camera, I gotta. You know what? I can hold on. You guys want to see what I looked like when I was 12?
Sure, go knock your socks off.
Okay, I got a camera. Hold on. You'll see this. Let me see if I look similar to what I. Hold on.
Look there. Yeah, go ahead.
Frank, you big amateur. I know Sean's happy that the Nationwide commercials are back.
I'll get it later. I'll get it later. But I'll say this. I guess the key to becoming an old douchebag, which I'm not, It's just listen. It's about exercise. Take care of yourself. Eat right. Drink lots of water. And I'm gonna die. I'm just too tired. I had to overwork last night. See ya. Rest in peace.
All right, introducing next and certainly not least, we got a young man from Blue Bumblebee, Idaho. This young man is a world traveler from Montana to Kansas to Idaho to Bumblefuck, North Dakota. His next place of living is Bangor, Maine, or whatever else is out there in the Pacific Northwest. This young man is the doppelganger of Steve Bartman and Drew Carey. He is the valet parker for the Walmart strip club on the weekends, with no tips, by the way. I want to make that perfectly clear. This young man gets his pizzas from Subway, and he gets his haircuts from produce stores and malls. Here he is, the Walmart boy, Sean Mann.
Please do.
Erie! Welcome,
You are so freaking nuts, dude.
Oh, here's Shawnee. Okay, back as it always is. Again, I am enormously grateful to be back after what was kind of not one of the best weekends I've had in a long time. I'll explain more about that later. It's great to be enormously grateful. We've got a lot but we're back in business. We got a lot of stuff to discuss for today. Our show for today is the intro and opening rants. We're getting those out of the way. We're going to be talking about week 1 of the NFL. A lot of big surprises, a lot of close games in week 1 of the NFL. On this day in sports history, the birthday shout-out, Skip Bayless Bash Hour. A lot of stuff going on in the WWE for today. We got the WWE BackLash, the thoughts, the WWE Raw preview. Monday Night Football tonight. Waiting for Frank to say da-da-da-da.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm still waking up. I got some, I think, Folgers in my cup, so give me the benefit of the doubt.
That's all right, but just keep drinking your coffee. I know what it's like if you get like 5 or 4 or 6 hours of sleep. It's, you try to make it through the day. Not easy.
It was four
we got the spoken word. Oh, yeah. Good morning there, Justin. Welcome, buddy. Just popped right in. He's another one of our good friends, and he's also another big co-host. He plays a big role in the show. And I guess now we go back to Josh because he's got an intro to do. I just gave it away, Justin. Sorry.
Sean doesn't dig in. No, I'm kidding. Introducing next is he's coming in, but we're glad to have him here. He is the Uber driver and the security guard for Laramie Tunsil. He's rocking his Miami Dolphins t-shirt right now. He is a big wrestling fan. Yeah, he is the man. Here he is, Justin J. Hill.
What's going on, everyone? Hopefully everyone had a good Sunday, and hopefully no drops had for their teams.
Justin J. Hill. Justin Jail Hill?
Jill?
Jail? Justin Jail Hill?
Justin Jack Hill.
Now we got to go.
Justin Jack Hill.
Welcome, Justin. Now, Frank, are you ready to bring in you-know-who?
Okay. Give me the benefit of the day. Give me a few seconds. Let me still get into wake-up mode.
Coffee.
Folgers coffee tastes so good. All right.
Stupid Nationwide.
You're the one that brought up, dude. All right.
You know what? I'm going to write a letter to
The following
Nationwide.
contest, the following intro is scheduled for anything but one fall, and it is phenomenal. Making his way at a weight of which I don't know what the hell it is, but it doesn't matter. He is a guy that watched BackLash with as much enjoyment as I because Randy Orton lost last night. He is the glowing hump, Josh Lopez.
Just for Sean. He. I know I can't do it as good as he does, but it's all good. Welcome everybody to the show. Welcome Nimrods, Nudwigs, and Douche Canoes. Thanks for watching the show. We got to keep you guys updated throughout the week with our pickups. I think we'll have like our full roundup after tonight's games as well. But I think we all did okay. I would say we did great with our picks this weekend, but hey, that just shows the NFL is not as predictable as the NBA.
Oh yeah.
It's not here or there. Can you picture if there was ever a pickup for NBA basketball? Oh boy,
I wouldn't do it.
you would do it, Frank?
No, I said I wouldn't. Hell no, I wouldn't do it.
All
I
right.
would never do that. God no.
Hey,
Football it is.
I'm just saying you would have a good chance of winning. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do the opening rants really quick. Let's make these ones quick, and then we could move on to the recap for the games. Let's start off with the Walmart boy. Go ahead.
This is for the opening rants. Well, this was quite a rough weekend for me. USB ports, you suck. Apparently now, I lost. I have to get a new cell phone, Frank. So when you Skype me your number, please do, because I'll add you for my contacts. Josh, you too. Justin, you too. Apparently, I don't know what happened. Saturday evening, I came home tired. I had a massive headache just killing me. So anyway, I was very headachy. I watched Montana play. The Grizz won. Florida State won, which made me happy. I was happy to see the 7th win. But apparently, I was trying to charge my phone, and I don't know if it's ever happened to you gentlemen before, but have you ever had a small USB port that gets crushed? I mean, it was an accident.
Yeah.
All I was trying to do was charge my goddamn phone!
Yes. Yeah, Sean, rant.
It was bad because my battery on my phone was running low, so I was going to charge it up, and all of a sudden I was like, God dang it. And then, so then I had to sign a check, and I still had to pay for that damn phone. At least I had the money for it and stuff too, and I said, look, I have been strict on my finances of late. I mean, it just sucks when you want to just save up and not want to spend it on anything as far as your money goes, and then boom, I have to go write a check for a couple $100. So I got that taken care of. The other thing is, I'm going to rip another thing for an opening rant, and this goes directly to huh?
Rip it.
Well,
Come on, Sean.
What is this directed to?
You can do it.
Directed toward lack of communication with people who are supposed to give me a tutor for math.
Oh.
Apparently, they said last week I was supposed to have a new tutor because one of my tutors had to step down for personal reasons. I understood that very well.
Right.
Apparently, last week I did not hear one damn thing about a new tutor who was supposed to come in there. So you know what's going to happen? I'm filing a complaint. That's right.
Good.
I'm filing a complaint because, Frank, there's a bad reason. Because this agency I work for, since I have a minor disability, basically lied to me and gave me a lack of communication. I do not like liars. None of us do. Tell me the truth or communicate with me ahead in advance. I am so sick and tired of lack of communication. I feel bad that Josh has had to deal with lack of communication because of what? Your internet or something like that? Frank has had a lack of communication from Best Buy.
Give him hell, Sean. Give him hell.
Yeah, lack of communication of not getting hold of a guy that messed up your cable stuff for 2.5 months.
Exactly.
Yes. Really.
You get fed up and you get so effing tired of being screwed with because of the fact of that. So I'm doing something that I should have, I haven't done and I didn't want to do, but I'm going to do it. I'm filing a complaint because you know what? When you get back with me, either call me or send me an email or text me on my phone. Quit trying to feel like, oh, yeah, we didn't do anything wrong. No, you did do something wrong. You're supposed to supply me with a brand new tutor, and last week that didn't happen. And I'm doing the right thing by emailing my prof about it because I'm trying to make sure I can finish off this degree on a positive note. I will get my degree done. And I have to tell you, this is a good opening rant that goes out to my father. As you all know, and as Josh knows, my dad and I don't always see eye to eye on things. We don't really get along very, very well. Well, Dad and Mom came home yesterday and shopped. And my dad looked at me right in the eye. And my dad just said, and this was really, really touching. He goes, I am so sorry that you have had to deal with so many obstacles in your life, Sean. I know it's not always been easy for you. I'm sorry you've had to go through it. He goes, I do love you. I do care about you. And he goes, and I'm sorry. I'm always sorry that I have always been so hard on you. He goes, I just get so frustrated sometimes that things goes so slow for you. So I thought it was pretty cool, Josh and Frank, for him to say that, because it's not that he's mad at me. It's just he would like to see things move a little bit faster. But I always say to him, I don't have an answer to give to you. I'm doing all I can every day. I mean, that's all you can do. I mean, you try. I mean, times are tough for everybody, but
Right.
he understands. So it was really, really cool of him to say.
Yeah,
Obstacles.
I think it's cool. I'm just saying that, especially where you are with your life, with how old you are, your dad has to realize that you can't do things on his terms, and that it doesn't mean that you're not trying, but it's because it's not going to where he wants to be. It's not his decision. You know what I mean?
Well, I've been doing something which has been good. I've actually talked with counseling and with therapy about it. I've got actually somebody who's talking with my dad, and sometimes when I need to vent to her, she gets upset about what some of the things my father says, which is so negative. And so what she does is she gets angry, then she explains things to my dad. She basically says, your son is not a failure. Your son is doing all he can. It's not his fault. It's not his fault that things are going so slow for him. He's going to make it, and he's going to be all right. And of course I will. I just have to. I've always said you take it one day, 1 week, 1 month at a time. I mean, that's all you can do.
Yes,
I mean,
of course.
you do the best you can. I mean, life is always way too short to always think, and that's why we always have the concept of the spoken word. And of course, we can always. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because that's why the spoken word is an awesome segment to end our show.
You're on the right path, Sean. You're on the right path.
Yeah, I am. I can't drag on about this. I got good support from Frank and from Josh and from Justin.
From me, of course. Yeah.
Anyway, those are my opening rants. Back to you, Josh. Sorry for dragging on.
Justin.
This is gonna be really tough. One person goes out to, and his name is Kenny Stills.
It's from the Dolphins, right?
Yes, you gotta learn how to catch the ball.
Catch it, dude.
We would have won the game against the Seahawks if it was not for him.
Damn,
it was a long ball. I mean, not just him, but still, we would have won if it wasn't for that just butterfinger catch. It's like the Red Sox and the Buckner. That's what I felt when Kenny Stills dropped the ball.
Damn.
Yep. Oh my goodness, dude! It's not the end of the world.
Week 1 of football already, we get a Buckner comparison.
And Justin,
What's
I know.
wrong? What's wrong with this world?
No, that's all good. Go ahead, Justin. Anything else?
No, just that was a depressing moment yesterday.
Justin, I know, and I understand that maybe whenever you see a ball go through somebody's legs, you think of Buckner and stuff too. And of course, like I've always said to Frank, I always felt bad about what Buckner went through. I mean, look, we're human beings. Mistakes are going to happen in sports, and again, I know it can be so depressing. And you know what? I give Miami credit for the way they played against Seattle, but I'll save it till we get to week 1.
My opening rant, I'm going to say Frank for last because he has a good one.
Oh, yeah, I do. It's in the NFL.
I'm going to start off with a positive one, and then I'll go into my negative/comedy one, okay? Positives, like I said, on Friday, I knew a lot of people, not saying you guys, but I knew a lot of people in the media, national media, were saying that the Bears were going to get blown out on Sunday. It didn't happen. Yes, they lost, but I did feel like there was more of a toughness. I felt there were more bright spots. Yes, there was a tale of two halves, but I do feel they are going in the right direction. Like I said, like me and Frank said earlier this year, obviously they're not a Super Bowl team or anything like that.
We're a playoff team.
We'll wait to see for that, but still, I feel there were bright spots, and I'm really tired of these local sportscasters acting like the world's coming to an end anytime the Bears lose, especially on week 1. Like, get over yourself.
Oh my gosh, no!
It's funny how guys like Chuck Garfien and Pat Boyle and David Kaplan get so crazy upset over one loss over the Cubs and White Sox. You can't analyze baseball like football. It makes no sense. But that's neither here nor there. My negative one goes to this. dude, CBS, your production of your football games looks so lazy. I was looking at the scoreboard yesterday.
Really?
I was looking at the little ticker screen for the Dolphins and Seahawks game while it was going on yesterday, and I'm like, dude, how bland is that? It's like a little cheap font. We'll use the scores with white letters. Like if I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like if I had a ticker screen of a football game, I'd like to see the logo of each team next to whatever their score is. I don't know. Just being in the media and broadcast, I'm kind of a stickler for that. I like to see a little different type of production. Speaking of production, I want to give credit where credit's due to the entire WWE crew, especially on the weekend.
Great pay-per-view.
I want to give shout out to everybody for WWE, from Mauro Ranallo, from the commentary team, for
Great.
everybody. I thought it was a really good pay-per-view last night. I had a fun time covering it. And lastly, and certainly not least, I want to thank WrestleZone. Oh, crap, my bad. Water bottle just fell. Don't worry, it's plastic, so nothing broke. But I want to thank WrestleZone.com. Last year, I celebrated my 1 year anniversary, I guess, with the website since I joined last year, and I want to thank them for
Great to you, buddy.
I want to thank them for the opportunity. It's really helped me become a better writer and a better, I think, a better on-air performer as well. Just to get that balance of telling a story on writing on a document and also doing these shows as well. So thank you, Russell, for the opportunity, and thank you guys for supporting my articles, man. Like last night, I posted on my Facebook page that my article is up there with CBS and Forbes for Backlash last night. That's pretty cool, man, especially for a guy of my age. And people say I'm too young to be doing what I'm doing and all this crap. And like, hey, man, I let my work speak for itself.
There's no such thing as too young or too old in this business. Goodness.
Yeah. Hey, man,
Yeah,
you
really.
gotta let your skills speak for itself, I guess.
Yeah, everybody develops at a certain point. This is not like the NFL where I'm a dinosaur at 35. And I would be. No, really. If I'm in the NFL, unless I'm a kicker, I would be a dinosaur right now.
Frank, the floor is yours, my friend. Go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of the NFL, we've said this before, and I cannot stress this enough. I do not like the fact that we have to have 2 Monday night games for week 1. Now, Bluey Hump, I know what you feel about these Monday night games. You don't like it. I do, because I'm a traditionalist. Yes, I know you got Raw, but I can watch 2 things at once, or at least I can DVR, DVR Raw and watch the NFL game. But I do not like the fact that there are 2 Monday night games. It pisses me off. I don't care if it's a good matchup, or in this case, tonight's Rams 49ers game should be played in Ethiopia, which it should. I'm not kidding, it should. But it doesn't matter how intriguing the matchup is. We do not need 2 Monday night games. We do not need to stay up late. There are children across the country. I know these games are directed to the West Coast, but the NFL is a national obsession. The children have to go to school. People have to go to work. Stop wasting our time. Just play 1 silly Monday night game. Look, like I said, I know the Rams and 49ers is an Ethiopia game. It doesn't deserve national TV attention. But if you're going to make that a Monday night game, make it the lone Monday night game and have it start for me at 7:30 Central. There, that's my opening rant. Shame on the NFL. How wrong is that?
I forgot one thing. I had to mention this. For everybody that's saying that the beginning of Miz and Dolph Ziggler was a shot at CM Punk, don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because I've been covering Dolph Ziggler's matches for the last 5 months, and every match has started with some type of form of grappling or side headlock and stuff. Get your facts straight. Dolph Ziggler has started a lot of his matches with double leg takedowns. It's not a jab at Punk. You're looking too much into this thing. Punk is my guy, but even then, I'm not looking to find out if WWE is to bring in some stupid petty jab at the guy. You know what I mean? I'm not that insecure like you Nimrods are. Just let it be.
I was just saying, though, I want to go back to what Frank was saying.
Go ahead, Sean.
Like Monday Night Football has so much changed over the years. I still remember ABC's last year that they had Monday Night Football, which was back in 2005. Then in 06, they went and decided to go to ESPN, which was kind of a shock at first. Well, actually, I wasn't shocked at all or surprised about it, but it's so different. I mean, now it's like, yeah, you got two games every year. I think it was like starting from, I think it was in 06 they started doing 2 games. So I agree with Frank too. You know, again,
It's just
you know what? You
for this
should.
first week.
You know what? If you want to do one game like we did a long time ago when they had it on ABC, it was great. But yeah, you know what? It was really sad when the NFL left ABC. I will agree with
Dude,
that.
look at J-Lo. Look at J-Lo.
Frank, I'm surprised you're getting so upset about this with the fact that you constantly remind us every time before we go on air that you had a late night because you're doing your articles. Hey, you got something in the background to listen to.
Yeah, but I may have to. Okay. What about J-Hill? You know what? I don't know if J-Hill will be watching. I know you'll be watching Raw, dude. But that game starts at 10:15 for you people on the Eastern Time Zone.
Yeah, I'm also watching it. I think the Skins and the Steelers is first at 7:15, and then the Rams and
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game, I think.
Well,
That game should air live from me. That game should air live from Ethiopia. No
Hey
joke.
guys, I'm sorry, but sorry, 10:34. We gotta move on.
basically, it's one on the East Coast and one on the West.
Let me get it, Sean. I hate it. Think of the children. Think of the groups that have to
Get
work.
the children. Get to the job. All right. Here's what we're gonna do when we go over these games. I'm gonna go and skim. Really quickly go over the Ethiopia games with the scores. We're not going to break down the ones that have absolutely no meaning whatsoever.
Ethiopia games. And Josh, I was going to say, do you have your Uncle Vito yesterday? You were telling me the Packers are going to the Super Bowl after one game. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Jory look great.
Sometimes family members need to realize what time of their time period they need to stop going to the drugstore. All right. Okay.
That's a good one with the drugstore. I'm sorry, Josh. That would crack me up.
All right. First Ethiopia game of the week we had was Baltimore versus Buffalo. The Ravens did win. Buffalo's offense is not that great, but it is week 1, so we'll see what happens.
You know what?
I've never been a Tyrod Taylor fan, but you really do see a difference with the Ravens when Terrell Suggs and Almus Dumerville is out there. So
Right.
I'm happy for the Ravens.
Also, Watson's foot is not working great. It's a lot of pain for him.
Yeah.
You know
really.
You know what they said on ESPN
Where's it going?
about this? They said, I can't believe this. Here it is, week 1, and they're saying, is Rex Ryan's job on the line after Luke?
No, blah, 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 blah.
Delete.
Yeah, delete that comment.
All right, let's move on.
It's it's week 1.
Right.
Congrats to Baltimore, Josh's AFC team.
All right, next one we had was the Eagles trouncing the Cleveland Browns 29-10. Carson Wentz had 2 touchdowns for his NFL debut. The guy is pretty impressive. We'll see what happens on Monday because I got a bet with Browning, so we'll leave that to later on this week. Okay.
I have to ask Frank, are you involved with that bet with Browning? Because there's
No,
some
I don't do that. I don't do that
Well,
stuff.
Frank doesn't have a Facebook, so you can't do the
Yeah, I gave that stuff up. I might come back. There might be a day in which I come back. I'll announce it if I do. I'll announce it on the show.
Now picture this, John. The Bears beat the Eagles. Browning has to wear Bears apparel on social media until Tuesday morning of the show. Bam.
You know, I think part of the
poor
bet.
Browning.
You know what? Hey,
You have to wear Eagles stuff.
Goy Helm. Part of the bet should be you should get free stock.
Free stock.
Yeah, you should get free stock.
That's funny.
But if the Eagles win, then you have to wear Eagle stuff too, Josh.
I had to wear freaking Patriots stuff for 2 weeks. I can handle it. Damn it. I had to deal with that crap 2 years ago. With freaking Mark Crespin's dumbass.
It was profile pictures on the line, but I have to say a long year looking ahead for the Cleveland Browns. They weren't impressive at all. Sorry, Cleveland fans. You might focus on the Indians right now and on the Cavaliers because right now the Browns don't look good. Philadelphia, was very, very impressive, but an easy game. I mean, that was no contest at all for the Philadelphia.
Yeah, wasn't.
Let me say this. One of the upsets that most of us had this weekend was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the Atlanta Falcons. It did happen yesterday. The Buccaneers did win 31-24. Their offense is really good. The Buccaneers are now having to go to Arizona. We'll talk about that game in a little bit because we'll let this young man glow and rub it in our face and blah, 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 blah later on. It's all good. But, again, I proved my point again last week that the Falcons are not that great at home.
Yeah, I can't wait. Why can I not wait for the bash hour more today than any other day?
I know, right? Packers defeat the Jaguars 27-23. It wasn't a blowout. It was a close game, though. Jaguars are good. I kind of feel bad from my end because I didn't start Julius Thomas in one of my flex positions because he didn't get a touchdown yesterday. Aaron Rodgers, running touchdown.
That was an awesome pass. That pass was awesome, dude.
Yes. Come on.
Yeah.
Look at Justin right there.
It was great.
That was the best pass already of the week to this point.
I was mentioning this too, Justin, before we went on.
Hype down.
Josh, Fox NFL Sunday at halftime. I actually got the game. And Terry Bradshaw was saying to Michael Strahan, he goes, Michael Strahan, I got to give you credit. He goes, the Jaguars are making it a good game. And you know what? Green Bay was very lucky they won that game yesterday. I mean, all came down to a fourth down play. But Uncle Vito, if you're listening out there, I got to say this: don't get your hopes up about the Packers going to the Super Bowl. I mean, they barely squeaked that one out yesterday.
I got to tell you, Shawnee, I was watching that game too. I get all the games, and the Fox broadcast did show the temperature reading. I don't know if you saw it. It was 110 degrees on the field.
It's Florida. It's Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but 110 degrees.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, I'll think of Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the jungle.
Stop.
Guns N' Roses. You don't like Guns N' Roses, dude?
I like Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I figured you would. I figured
I get nauseated talking about the Packers. Let's move on.
In conclusion, A-Rod is clutch.
Yes, he's clutch. The Vikings defeated the Tennessee Titans. Not surprised by that. 25-16.
Bitch! Dude, I'm leaving.
Hold on. Let me just say this. I'm not surprised the Vikings won because I've never been a Marcus Mariota guy. The guy's a turnover machine. And, the Vikings have good defense. That's the only reason why they won the game yesterday. So, good for them. The Vikings win. Here's a really close game that happened yesterday. We had the Bengals beating the New York Jets yesterday, 23-22. I think all of us picked the Jets besides Justin. Mike Nugent with a field goal to win the game for the Bengals. I thought it was a good game.
I think Sean picked the Bengals too, by the way. I think he did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Taxi Mitch.
I have to say, though, with the way, the Jets weren't – I listened to the post-game press conference, too. The Jets were not that upset. They said they got things that they need to clean up as they get ready for Buffalo on Thursday night. But for the Bengals –
thanks for reminding me of Thursday football. Go ahead.
It's on two – how can we forget? It's on two different channels. It's too good to be true. It's a big game.
CBS, NFL Network.
But the Bengals, they did play impressive. This is a game they needed. I mean, they had lost like the last 9 games against the Jets.
Yeah.
Last time the Bengals beat the Jets was 1981. That was the last time they beat them. So that ends a long losing skid. Big win for Andy Dalton and the Bengals, but of course they got to overcome their suspensions from that playoff game against Pittsburgh.
Any other comments on this game before we move on?
Bengals, Jets, Justin, Frank, what do you both think?
Entertaining game. I guess I don't see the Bengals winning a lot of games this year, although you never know. This is a team that always sneaks into the playoffs, but they're not going to go far. Great game, guys. Great game.
Yeah, AJ Green looked pretty good this season so far. If he just got to stay healthy, that's it.
I'll take those fantasy points. It's all good. All right. Next one, we had the Bears lost to the Houston Texans 23-14 yesterday. I said it a little bit in the opening rant. If you guys are just tuning in, that it was the tale of two halves. They had the Bears had a really good start when the start of the game. The momentum was really going in their way. Despite everything that happened in the preseason, and I think fans and media take too much into the preseason, but everybody thought like they were making out the Bears were like a 2-14 team or something like that due to what happened in the preseason. But like I said, I thought there were bright spots. I thought the defense brings more toughness and athleticism than I saw the last couple of years. Obviously, you need to work on third downs on both sides of the field. I don't know about this, Justin. Maybe you'll agree with me or not, but I don't know why Miami let go of Lamar Miller. That guy is really good. I know he didn't get a lot of playing time, but still.
He is dirty, but we gave him enough money to stay in Miami, but he didn't want to stay in Miami because he wanted more reps. So he went to Houston, where he would get more reps at running, and he took less money.
Here's the interesting stat, though. J.J. Watt had one tackle yesterday. Just one. But hold up,
He's
Sean.
probably getting a lot of playing time.
I just have a couple more things to say before we move on here. Obviously, there's some growing pains that have to happen because this is a new offensive line for the Bears that was just formed over the weekend. And also, Kevin White, I had his first game, and he made a mistake on that interception that I think Charles Davis was talking about on the broadcast, that he had to keep going with that route. So, yeah, there was some good, there was some bad, but I'm not upset or anything. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, sure. Gentlemen, Josh, since you live in Chicago, and Frank, you live not too far away from Chicago, my first question, A, what's the mood like in Chicago following this loss? I mean, are they saying, oh, it's going to be a long year for the Bears? And B, this is a question for all of you, your impressions of Brock Osweiler in his first first year-long career start?
Let me direct to the Gluey Hump as far as the Chicago media goes, because we were talking about the CSN post-game show. I really didn't watch it yesterday. So, Gluey Hump, you're good. I'll direct that to you.
Okay. Fans in media in Chicago has come more bandwagon than New York City or
yes,
out
that
the
is
West
so
Coast.
True. That is true. Idiots, jabronis, SOBs.
The phrase Chicago Packer fans never rang true more than it did yesterday, at least from what I saw in my social media feeds. Maybe mine is different than most, but also I want to say this, though. Sean, what was the second part of your question?
B, the second part is for all of you. Your impressions, everybody, of Brock Osweiler. Can he keep leading this team going forward?
All right, the mood for the Bears is just – I'm not surprised by the fans' reaction. Everybody feels like the Bears is so horrible and everything is so doom and gloom. So that's the vibe I got for the city. Not surprised by that, but it's Chicago sports fans, so what else is new? The Brock Osweiler question, here we go. I'll say this. He's lucky he has Will Fuller with speed because besides that, the guy was sloppy most of the game yesterday. He did throw an interception to Tracy Porter. Again, Tracy Porter, one of the most underrated cornerbacks of all time. Tracy Porter is the man.
Ah, man. Look, I'll say this about Brock Osweiler. Nothing really spectacular yesterday.
Yep.
But I think the guy did a good job managing the offense, and that is where the tutelage of Peyton Manning will come in the being. Look, as far as being a starter, this is Brock Osweiler now holds the keys to the Lamborghini here. It's going to take. Well, yeah, you know what? Though I'll be honest. If you are a starting quarterback in the National Football League, that is the most prestige position in all of professional sports, hands down. And I think Brock Osweiler is going to do pretty well. At least you'd hope if you're a Houston Texans fan. Yeah. But the one thing that I am convinced was the tutelage of Peyton Manning. I mean, I really think that's really going to come into being. Thank you, Peyton. You helped me.
Yes, you know, I was expecting what I saw from from yesterday. You know, he was solid. He was doing what he was supposed to do. You know, he had some interception. You know, It was one interception.
First game of Houston, though. First start.
Yeah,
Sure is
bad.
You know, sure is amazing, Justin, to think about that. He was actually, he actually went to school in my former hometown I used to live in, which was Kalispell, Montana, and I was kind of surprised by that. I never even met the man. I mean, it was amazing. I was only 17 when I moved from Kalispell to Casper, and I never, ever met him, which was very surprising. I mean, he was 14 by the time I met him. Nope, never met him in the 10 years I lived there. But hopefully, the Texans have got somebody that's going to be good. One of my coworkers said to me, my boss actually said when I was going to work, he said to me this. He goes, "Watch out for the Texans, Sean. Watch out for Brock Osweiler. This Texans team could be the real deal in the AFC."
Well, they got a challenge next week because they're taking on the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday.
I cannot wait to talk about Chiefs and Chargers. Holy smoke.
Well, let's get into that. The Chiefs did defeat the San Diego Chargers 33-27 in overtime. The Chiefs came back from a 27-10 lead from the Chargers. Alex Smith is
the man of Kansas City today.
He got the game-winning touchdown. The Chiefs start off their season with a come-behind victory. If there's one thing you could take away from Week 1 is the momentum you have as a team after the game. And to have something like that when you have a comfort behind win like Kansas City did or Oakland or any of the other teams yesterday, that brings more continuity and momentum for your team. So good things from the Chiefs. I thought the Chargers played good. I didn't think they were bad. Obviously, the defense collapsed in the second half, but Melvin Gordon had a really good game too yesterday. 2 touchdowns.
So did Danny Woodhead.
Go ahead, Sean.
I just want Justin to go. I think a thing that both teams can learn from this, Chiefs need to get off to a better start. I mean, think about it. When it was 21-3, I thought Chargers were going to run away with this game that they had, and I was like, oh, this game's pretty much over there. But then it's 24-3, and then I turned it on, and I said, oh, you're kidding. I said, I can't believe it. They came back and won 33-27. Arrowhead Stadium went really loud, and, that is a tough place to play football, Arrowhead Stadium. And if you're a Chargers fan, you're waking up sick today if you're a Chargers fan. Here you are, and you have the game in control. And don't forget, we all said back in August, Josh, Justin, and Frank, that the Chargers were going to have this year, not expected to be good this year, but what a blow for them to blow that game and lose that. And if you're a Chargers fan, you're waking up, scratching your head, and you're frustrated going to work or frustrated going to school thinking, how in the crap is that possible?
Wait.
These do get blown. Go ahead, Frank. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bud.
If you're not going to go to work or school because of a sport, because of a game outcome, you really have issues.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you got a problem.
I'm just saying, Frank, if you go, you're pretty frustrated that you're going to work and you're saying, God dang it, Chargers. Even though it's just the first game.
Go to the cubicle.
But holy crap. 24-3, you blow that. It happens, and it doesn't feel very good when you see a lead blowing like that. The Chargers better correct it big time.
Not only that, but the phrase water cooler talk the next day at work, especially when you have a collapse like that in the game with sports fans, that could be either fodder for comedy or just utter angriness, I guess. I'm not sure.
I got a question for you all. Do you think San Diego can learn from this? I know it's the first.
Nope. Not answering that.
Definitely.
Nope.
I think they should. The question is, are they good enough to win games?
Let's wait. It's Week 1.
It's Week 1.
I was just going to say this. Phil Rivers did pretty well. Melvin Gordon and Danny Wood did spectacular. I feel so bad for Keenan Allen.
Yes.
Yeah, oh gosh, yes, I mentioned him already. Yeah, they got to work hard. And you know what? That's going to be tough because now you got to adjust the passing game.
Yeah, the poor guy was crying on his the cart yesterday. It's sad.
That's so bad for him.
You know what? I'd be too not out of pain, but of the fact that I can't go on. Here I am putting the hard work together, being there for my teammates. That's what I'd be crying about, not the pain.
Next.
Oh, sorry, Frank. It's a tough one to swallow, but the Chargers got to move on, and so does Kansas City. Congrats to the Chiefs, but the Chiefs need to get off to a better start. That's something.
Also, it's not how you start; it's how you finish.
How you finish? Yeah. Amen. Amen to that, dude.
Good
All
point
right.
there, Justin.
All right. Here's another game that started from a come from behind win. If I had to rethink it over again, I would go with the Raiders only for the fact that my brother Adam Daly is a Raiders fan. But I won't. I'll stick with the Ravens. But a big shout out to the Raiders and my buddy Adam Daly, who trumped the New Orleans Saints in the Dome yesterday, 35-34.
They Donald Trump the Saints.
Oh God.
This brought some great joy to me. I knew the day the Raiders won, how they won yesterday really picked up my spirits after. I wouldn't say my spirits were down after the Bears game, but I guess I knew what the reaction was going to be. So I was like, yeah, here we go. So I'm happy for the Raiders. Let's make this one quick because we got other games we got to get through too before the bash hour. Sean, make this quick. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I like this article. I like the saying that after the game, Jack Del Rio said it best. He goes, we were going for the win. We did not want to go play overtime. And if you're the Saints, you're frustrated. You're up 24-10. You thought you had that game. And I mean, the Saints were just like the Chargers. The Saints had the game. Drew Brees threw an outstanding pass, the longest touchdown pass in Saints history.
Yep.
98 yards, and then boom, they end up losing a tough one. And the Raiders picked up a game, and remember what we've said all year about the Raiders. Watch out for them. I mean, I know it's only the first game, but we're expected to see a lot of improvement this year from the Oakland Raiders.
I love how Jack Del Rio just ripped ESPN on Twitter yesterday. He was like, well, good thing that ESPN is not coaching the Raiders. All right. Frank, Justin, anything you want to say?
Guys, go ahead.
I'll say this. I watched the game yesterday because, like I said, I can watch all the games. And just looking at the close-up of David Carr putting the two fingers up, I had a feeling they were going to make that because that to me was a quiet confidence. Now, I understand there's youth here, but we saw immaturity on the celebration. I don't remember who the Fox broadcasters were in this game, but one of them said, now with the 15-yard penalty, the excessive celebration, you're giving Drew Brees plenty of time to work with. Fortunate enough, they were able to come up. Fortunately, they were able to pick up the win. But still, I do not like celebrations. You got to learn from that. You got to make it business-like at times. The great win by the Raiders. They're on the right track. I called this yesterday.
You want to talk about disappointing performance? Oh, my bad, Justin. Go ahead.
It's how you finish. I like how Justin says it. Go ahead, bud.
Mm-hmm. Derek Carr, he has my vote as a franchise quarterback. He's gold. And Amari Cooper just solid. This, by the way, this Saints secondary just got awful, the worst in the league.
It's terrible.
So that's also a factor in it. But also celebrations are part of the game. It's part of for all the kids. It's fun.
And the Raiders are heading in the right direction. I think Jack Del Rio is going to be more of a hire. I guess the question is where are they going to be? I guess the question is, Sean, where are they going to be next year?
Sorry about that, Frank. I was just saying, in New Orleans, make this quick. Yesterday I watched the post-game press conference there, and Sean Payton and Drew Brees very, very shocked that they blew this game yesterday. When
Their time is done. Their time is done.
I doubt that.
All right, let's go on to the next one. I want to talk about disappointing performances. The Indianapolis Colts lost to the Detroit Lions in the shootout yesterday, 39-35. We're not breaking this down. This is one of the other Ethiopia games that was on the schedule yesterday.
That was a great game, though.
It was a good game, but everybody thought the Colts were going to be back to where they were last year, and the Lions' defense not that great. I understand that, but still, also, it kind of exposed how bad the Colts defense is since Terrell Freeman left the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, the Lions won, the Colts lost. Speaking of other games, we had the Seahawks barely beating the Miami Dolphins yesterday, 12-10. Another disappointing performance at home. Sean, just wait a minute. I want to give a shout-out to the Dolphins defense. I thought they did a solid job. I didn't see the whole game because I was getting ready for my BackLash article, but from what I saw, there's a lot of athleticism out there. Maybe some missed tackles, but tackling in general in football just sucks. Yep. Donkey, you know what? And besides that, I thought it was okay. I was kind of pissed off because Russell Wilson's one of my quarterbacks in my fantasy league, and he played like hot garbage. But he is dealing with a sprained ankle, so hopefully he gets better soon.
And it wasn't Sue's fault. It was an accident. It really
Was Sue?
I'm telling you, that SOB is one of the toughest guys in the NFL.
He is.
Detroit Lions fans told me that for years. It wasn't Sue's fault.
It really wasn't. It really wasn't.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure Russell Wilson will come back soon. So, the Seahawks will be playing the Rams next. Sean, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay, I'll make this quick. Miami, I give them props. They played a very good game. They were prepared. I mean, you're going up to arguably the hostile stadium, which is Seattle, one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL, the 12th man. Miami was prepared, and, it looked like, since I get the Seahawks games because I'm 5 hours away from Seattle, locally here, it looked as if when that game continued, it looked as though that it was a defensive battle. And I said, some defense is going to just falter and break apart. Yeah. Seattle was very fortunate. It proves to me the Seahawks are not the same team that we have seen from the last few years. Pete Carroll better correct a lot of things going forward for this Seattle Seahawks team. And for the Dolphins, they've got a lot to be proud about going forward with themselves. I mean, Justin's right. I mean, they should not have lost the game. I mean, I know. Anytime like your fingers are, you call players the catch butterfingers. Oh, that just makes you sick. The ball goes right through your hands. It's like, oh no, But the Dolphins, they played a very good game. They did everything they could to possibly go up there and pull off an upset in Seattle.
It's funny, like, a lot of times when you watch, like, inside the NFL and you see, like, the locker room speeches from the coaches, you'll be surprised, like, what assistant coaches are on certain teams. Like, for example, I didn't know Mike Tice was with the Oakland Raiders now. Or I forgot that Romeo Cannell was the defensive coordinator for the Texans.
Yeah, you learn stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, dude.
Speaking of other football games here, and we'll start at the top of the hour. Well, it's already at the top of the hour. Jesus. Show's been going by so fast. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show so far. Josh Lopez here, the Gluey Hump, alongside the Walmart Boy, Justin Hill, and, of course, the Big Win here on the Sports Drive, episode 93. 7 episodes away from 100 episodes of the Sports Drive. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Next game here. The Giants beat the Dallas Cowboys. How about that, Skippy? How about that, Skippy? What about your boy Dak? Didn't get the job done.
I want to hear.
I'm going to say this was a close game, but
just a rookie mistake. Well, not really. It was Terrence Williams who didn't go out of bounds, really.
Yeah. Just not good communication from that point. But also kind of happy for Victor Cruz to get a touchdown, especially with all the injuries he's been dealing with over the last couple of years. I am not a Giants fan, trust me, but anytime a Cowboys loss is good in my end, so good for the G-Men. The Cowboys are playing next.
I'll check that. I want to hear Frank. Let's hear your thoughts on the Cowboys losing this game against the Giants. What's your thoughts on it?
I predicted the Giants to win. I thought it was a good game. I would say, dude, shut up for a moment. You addressed me, so no, you're wrong. Shut your mouth. I thought that this. I would say this was one of the most intriguing matchups in the NFL because this is a Giants team that also is very experienced going up against a rookie quarterback that I do think is going to be a pretty good impact player for the Dallas Cowboys. Say what you want. He had a great preseason, but you can't base anything off the preseason. This game was your typical Giants-Cowboys matchup. It was a heavyweight fight. It was back and forth, and it was fun to watch. I wouldn't say this was the most intriguing game in the NFL during the week, but very fun to watch. I enjoyed it.
But come on, Frank. It's an all-time rivalry.
That's what I just said, you gluey hump. That's what you said.
Yeah. I'm just busting shots.
I know.
The defense was amazing.
The Dallas Cowboys next weekend, gentlemen, head up against the Washington Redskins in an old rivalry when these two teams play. But I agree with what Josh is saying. The rivalry is not as big as it used to be because when I grew up, I remember Troy Aikman against Bill Parcells for a while. I remember how big they were in parts of the 90s, but not the same. But I do have to say that every time the the Giants go into Dallas and play the Cowboys, they always seem to play the close games. Either if it's – I mean, last year Dallas beat them in week 1. I'll never forget the Sunday night game. They beat them 27-26. Romo threw a game-winning touchdown pass. This year, the Giants, capitalized. And you're right there, Justin. If the Cowboy wide receiver did not get – if he got out of bounds, it saves time on the clock. But no, I mean, tough loss for Dallas. But Prescott is impressive. But Dallas just has to try to get through this until they get Romo back. But, we'll see. It could be the repeat of last year because it was a disappointing season for Dallas when they went 4-12. And, yes, how about that, Skip Bayless?
Hey, let me say this, though. I muted the game because Joe Buck and Troy Aikman were calling the game, so I didn't want to listen to them. But I don't know if you guys got this vibe. Did you feel like it was kind of different since Tom Coughlin wasn't out there yesterday?
Not really. I'll be honest, because here's the thing. Listen, Ben McAdoo was the offensive coordinator for that team. So you're talking about a guy that's a disciple to Coughlin. It's almost as if at times I forgot because you're talking about a guy that's accomplished. You're talking about not a new team. It's just a new head coach, and it's the same system that Tom Coughlin ran. So it felt a little strange, but not really. Coughlin's presence was really felt, and I think it had to do with Ben McAdoo being the head coach now.
Exactly. I completely agree with Frank.
The New England Patriots beat the Arizona Cardinals yesterday 23-21 thanks to Chandler Catanzaro missing a field goal yesterday. For those that are picking Catanzaro earlier in the fantasy draft I did last week, I don't know what the hell you were smoking because there's no way that game should have ended last night the way it did. Cardinals, if you're smart, you should bring in Robbie Gould. Walmart boy, go ahead. I'm sick.
For all you people that thought that the Pats were going to go into Arizona and get thumped, you got to be quiet with what you say because let me say this. The Patriots prepared for the game. Garoppolo is very impressive. I like the way he threw. He threw some good passes last night. The Pats did a great job when they had to. I know they should have lost the game. I thought, this is easy. He's going to make the kick, but he missed it. Jumped high off my seat when the kick was missed wide to the left, and that was a huge win. If they can just get through 3 more weeks without Brady, they're going to be in great shape going forward. If they possibly go, like I said, 3-1 or even better, 4-0. Bartman approved. Cut that out. I'm not even Bartman, but I'm happy the Patriots won the game. A great game last night. It was a nail biter. I knew Arizona was going to make a game with it. A couple things the Pats need to do. Don't fumble the ball and stop making idiotic penalties. I was getting pissed throughout the game saying, stop with the damn lousy penalties. And then when you fumbled it twice, I was like, Patriots. I mean that's what happened. But no, that was a big win. I was very, very happy, and everybody thought they would start off 0-1 easily, but no, they went in there and pulled off the upset. Makes me a very happy man to see the Pats win that game.
I gotta say, yeah, go ahead, because I gotta say something too.
I'm going to say this really quick. Cardinals, you should be ashamed of yourself. How that game started and allowing Jimmy Garoppolo to throw a touchdown to Chris Hogan. I didn't even know who he was before the damn game happened.
But I just want to say this. Jimmy G, he played great.
Great.
If it wasn't for Belichick, he would be nothing.
You know what, guys? I got to say this. I'll be honest. If it wasn't for Belichick, I don't think Tom Brady would be nothing. And here's why. Because Tom Brady, we know is a Hall of Famer. Very deserving of it. But the best thing that could happen to Tom Brady in his professional life was the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. Because one thing that we saw yesterday about the Patriots, minus Tom Brady, is that this team is pretty darn well coached. And I do believe Bill Belichick, say what you want about his character, very monotone, at times doesn't take losses lightly, and I don't like that. But this guy is the best coach in the NFL. We saw that yesterday with the Patriots. And not only that, you could also thank Tom Brady for this win, too, and here's why. Because if you look at Garoppolo, there were plays that were designed for Tom Brady that Garoppolo was running very well. That's a testament to Bill Belichick and his coaching staff, and that's a testament to Tom Brady because you know that Brady and Garoppolo were working with each other over the last few months for this.
Hope they took the balls.
But Jimmy Garoppolo, great game. The New England Patriots, great organization, well coached. Hats off to them.
Well,
Thank you very much for
that concludes our recap for yesterday's games. We'll talk about the Steelers and the other two games tonight during the spoken word and all that stuff later on in the show. But we do got to move on here. On this day in sports history, brought to you by Aunt Jemima Pancakes and Know Your Roll Boulevard. It's December 12, 2016. Here we go. Honestly, in 1979, Carl Yastrzemski of the Boston Red Sox became the first American League player to get 3,000 career hits and 400 career home runs.
incredible.
On this day, in 1984, Michael Jordan signed a 70-year contract to play with the Chicago Bulls. On this day, in 1984, Dwight Gooden of the New York Mets set a rookie strikeout record with his 251st strikeout of the season. On this day, 2002, a judge announced that the jury would have to decide who would get the ball that Barry Bonds hit for his record 73rd home run. The ownership of the ball, with an estimated value of $1 million, was being disputed between two men that had been in the bleachers. The last one here, on this day, 2006, Rick DiPietro of the New York Islanders signed a 15-year contract worth $67.5 million.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
Let me say this. I want to give a shout out to Jerry Reinsdorf. I want to give a shout out to Allen Iverson. I want to give a shout out to Yao Ming. I also want to give a shout out to Shaq, who are the fellow inductees that got inducted this weekend at the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts this past weekend. So congrats to all the great men, especially Jerry Reinsdorf, but that's a little homer pick for me. But it's all good. Congrats to all those great guys.
Congrats to the Hall of Fame class for the NBA 2016. Sorry, Justin, go ahead.
Shaq is the best big man of all time, period.
All right, next one, we have birthday shout-outs. Here we go. Happy birthday to Paul Walker, late actor who passed away a few years ago due to a car crash in the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, God, I miss Paul Walker. I mean, his movies were great. I always watched the Fast and Furious movies. Rest in peace. Happy birthday, bud.
2 Chainz, the rapper, he turned 39 today. Jennifer Hudson, Chicago's own, she turned 35. David Otunga, his wife.
Speaking
of David Otunga, I want to give him a shout out. He did really good on the commentary last night. I have a celebrity crush. This girl, you guys ever heard the show? What's it called? Not Weeds. It's a show on Showtime.
I don't get Showtime, dude.
The girl's name's Emmy Rossum.
I've heard of her. Yeah, I've heard of her. Isn't she a brunette?
Yeah, type her up, and that's his childhood crush.
Wait,
not childhood crush, but that's a crush I have right now, actually. Anyway, she turned 30 today. Let's move on. I just brought up Yao Ming. Happy birthday to Yao Ming. He turned 36 today, so that's pretty cool. Happy birthday to Andrew Luck. He turned 27, quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts.
You didn't get a birthday present yesterday.
I want to give you guys a movie recommendation. I went to go see the Sully movie on Friday, like I promised after the show.
How was it, dude? How was it?
It was really, really good. If you guys know about the Miracle in Hudson thing, go check it out. I think you guys would enjoy that. They also talked about the investigation that went on after.
I want to see that. I want to see that in Snowden. I do want to see Snowden just as much.
Yeah. I agree. Snowden looks good.
All right, Jesse Owens. Speaking of other famous celebrity biopics that came out recently, Jesse Owens, the Olympic runner, it's his birthday as well. He passed away in 1980. Funny comedian here, Louis C.K. He turned 49 today. That's pretty cool. Benjamin McKenzie, another actor, a very popular one. He turned 38. Barry White, one of my favorite R&B singers back in the day. It's his birthday today. He passed away in 2003.
Oh, he loves snakes. Dude, the guy loves snakes, by the way.
Yes.
But I got that from The Simpsons.
Hans Zimmer, the conductor for a lot of great movies, especially The Lion King. That stands out to me. Hans Zimmer turned 59 today. Freddie Freeman of the Atlanta Braves turned 27. Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony turned 40 today.
Oh, yeah.
Throwback to the 90s.
Yep. Let's see if I got an idea. This has been a really hectic birthday. Shout-outs, more than the usual here. No, that's pretty much it. If we forgot anybody else having a birthday, of course, that's the birthday shout-outs for today. With that said, we are 13 minutes late, but
I got one shout out. Today is National Video Game Day.
Okay, that's fine.
I just wanted to get that out.
That's perfectly fine.
I love video games.
All right, we're 13 minutes late, but it's all good. We had to cover the games and stuff, so it's all good. Sean, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here right now for the Skip Bayless Bash Hour. Now, we all know that with this hour coming up with the Bash Hour, we got to make it quick, too. We all know that things get out of hand, especially coming from me. It's all in fun, though.
You deserve it.
I deserve it. Thank you, Justin. Justin Hill is here. Of course, we got the man who's got the shocks ready to go, and Frank Sprinkle. It's warming up right now. It's warming up. And Josh is here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
It is?
Brought to you by Walmart.
It is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Skip Bayless talks crap all day long. And now it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now
the real stars fight back. One more time.
it is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Skip Bayless talks crap all day long. And now it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now
the real stars fight back. And remember, this Bash Hour is brought to you also by all the haircut stores at Walmart.
I was trying to. I just find it ironic that you say how you the music comes up just when you say the show's the segment's brought to you by Walmart. I just find that very ironic.
I'm laughing. I wanted to get your guys' reaction just to see what it would be, and I know Justin was shaking his head, so it's not.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. How many miles?
No WrestleMania quote, no WrestleMania stadiums here, but here we go. We have 31 miles today. Yay!
Oh no!
It's a lot.
I do have a divisional quote.
Just one? Are you sure?
Yes.
Hey, let me ask you, any Backlash-related quotes here?
Yes.
Ouch.
I got two.
Those I can't wait for. Save those toward the end.
Okay. We'll do. All right, let's start off with the divisional quote, shall we?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, let's, dude.
Skippy Bayless did mine.
And thus we begin.
My Dallas Cowboys will one way or another find a way to win the NFC East over my
Oh, here it
New York
is.
Giants, my Philadelphia Eagles, and my Washington Redskins.
Oh, jeez. After one game, he's already predicting the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East? That's nuts.
They will?
Oh, Sean, you think that's nuts? Wait for this. Skippy Bayless said that Dak Prescott had a better game than Jimmy Garoppolo yesterday.
Oh, don't you dare!
There we go.
Dude, stay off.
Dang, freaking.
I gotta get this in. Attention, Walmart shoppers. Please clear the aisle. We have a madman. A request for tear gas. Repeat, a request for tear gas.
Tear gas. Oh, Frank.
if you want me to give you a reference for you to apply for a job at Walmart, I'd be happy to do that for you. Jimmy Garoppolo had a very good game, Skip Bayless. The Pats did walk out as a winner. The Cowboys walked out as a loser. Focus on your Cowboys, Nimrod. Blasted goddamn fool!
I think he would be. I think he was focusing on the Cowboys because he said Dak Prescott was better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's
All right.
Garoppolo won and Prescott lost. Need I say more?
All right, here we go. How about this one? Skippy Bayless said that my New York Yankees will sweep my Boston Red Sox this week.
I doubt it.
Highly unlikely, and I'm going for a walk. Oh, that's awesome.
Going for a walk.
It's going to be interesting.
Put the schools on Coeur d'Alene, Idaho on lockdown.
We are not putting it on lockdown. That's not going to happen, Skip. Blasted fool.
Sorry, J-Hill, you were saying
Blasted
something.
fool.
J-Hill, sorry, bro, you were saying something.
It's okay. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Red Sox and Yankees because it's pretty much make it or not.
Justin, you know what, bud? You do make an interesting point there for reals. I mean, a lot will depend what happens this week. I mean, Red Sox got to play the O's starting tonight. Who knows what's going to happen there? Yankees got to play the Dodgers. Blue Jays got to play against the Rays. So we'll see.
Can I say this real quick? Can I say this? Doesn't the AFC East remind you of the NFC East? Like, seriously, how much parity is in this freaking division?
Wait, the NFC East? I don't know about the NFC East.
Well, I'm just saying they have, like, similar records heading towards the playoffs. Like, you really don't know who's going to make the playoffs at this point of the year. But think about this, Sean. The Yankees right now have a better record, a half-game better record than the New York Mets, who were in the World Series last year. Oh. I know you're saying it's a fluke, but I'm just saying you never know.
I understand. And 3 weeks left to go. Anything can happen.
Correct.
It's not over till the last man is out.
And by the way, if I'm the Chicago Cubs, I would like to go on a 3-week slump before the playoffs, please.
Who?
The Cubs.
They're
going to blow their load. I'm telling you right now. They're going to keep trying to force out these wins, but hey, the division's already over. Why blow your load going into the playoffs?
I will say, I do say this, gentlemen. I give the Cubs props for what they've done all year. I mean, it's been an incredible ride, but I have to still say they need to remember what happened 15 years ago because the Mariners came out with 116 wins. Look how that whole thing turned out.
I will say this. The expanded playoffs make everything competitive.
And you know what? The season is going to be over because it's great that you fight for the home field, but what counts? The playoffs. Those are the games that count right there. And the Cubs better make sure that they're prepared because if not, Cub fans could suffer heartache again. Then they'll be wondering what happened and why they lost. We'll see. We shall see.
The Yankees are good in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. All right, I want to see. I want to see Sean rant and rave here for a little while I make this tweet out. Sean, here we go. Scooby said to my Boston Red Sox will be swept by my Toronto Blue Jays in the ALDS. Hey, at least they're saying they're making the playoffs.
I'm gonna grunt on that one. That's awful.
Wow, dude.
Oh God.
So happen.
Dude, Sean, I got a question. Does anybody have monkey tranquilizers?
What?
Does anybody have monkey tranquilizers?
No.
Bayless.
It might work for Sean.
Skip Bayless. I have a bone to pick with you on this whole thing. They just took 2 out of 3 in Toronto. You can't say that to me that they're going to lose in the ALDS against the Blue Jays. Cut that crap out.
Sure.
Good grief. Justin, sure. All right, I was waiting for you to say that. We'll see. Good grief. No, it's not going to happen.
Okay, dude.
All right. Next!
Hurry up, dude. I got
All right, here we go. Skip answer to mine.
Oh.
My Miami Dolphins look like a AFL team yesterday.
Arena Football League. That made no sense, dude.
That's addressed to Justin. I want to hear this.
That made no sense.
Hey, it's a quote. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. Go ahead, Frank. Go ahead, Justin.
You gotta be aggressive in this league, and if being an AFL league team is aggressive, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
What's next? Skip Bayless going to say, "Oh, the Dolphins look like an Arena Football League team." They only lost by 2 points. Skip Bayless to Seattle.
Yeah, don't remind me, Sean.
That was a good game, though. It really was. Very fun to
Yeah,
watch.
it was.
All the game, no doubt about it.
Should have won though.
Should have, could have, would have, but they didn't.
Yeah,
The Bears didn't win. Hey, the Bears didn't win, but hey, we're taking it nicely, dudes.
Yeah, I know.
We're taking it nicely.
Next.
Got more there, Josh?
All right, here we go. Scuba said in mine. My New York Giants paid the referees to beat mine. Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
No way.
Wow, Skip Bayless is really pissed off and butthurt because Dallas lost to the Giants. You know what, Skip? You would have been happy if it would have been the other way around and the Cowboys won. He says, "My Dallas Cowboys deserve to win that game because they're better than everybody else." He's just butthurt because they lost to the Giants by 1 point.
A win's a win, Skip.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Remember that, Sean.
It's how you
Remember
finish. It's how you
Yep,
finish.
right.
That's what matters.
How you finish, dude?
All right, here we go. Scooby Bell said to mine.
Man, we're really bringing the shots today.
God dang, the mice.
My Boston Red Sox should consider bringing in Alex Rodriguez as a hitting coach next season.
They have Chili Davis as a hitting coach. What do we want with Alex Rodriguez?
Who?
Davis. He used to be a Yankee, and he's on
I
the
know.
box.
I remember Chili Davis.
Oh, that's a real slap in the face there. No.
Yeah,
Sean, you need a woman.
Oh,
Thanks a lot, Frank.
Yeah, so
My
you
day,
watch-
hopefully my day will come. I'm still single. I'm still out there one day.
Don't worry,
One day.
dude. You're not missing much. You're not missing much, dude.
Yeah, I'm not alone. There's other people that are single out there.
Yeah, I'm
That's
35 and single, and I love it. More money to me.
doesn't bother me.
More money to me.
my money, my problems.
Scooby Bell said to
Yeah.
my Arizona Cardinals are overrated.
They are.
Hey, Skip, if it's yours Arizona Cardinals, why are you saying it's overrated?
Yeah, were you?
And why are you
One
talking
game.
about the Cardinals? Because you're a Cowboy fan. That doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah, I thought they play. Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald also has had one hell of a drive toward the end.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
one game too. The
I
guy,
don't even
the guy
miss
says
the
he's not
Larry
retired. Dude, he's not retired. He says that ain't true, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I came across that in my work last night. He's recanted those. He didn't even make those statements. He just says that what has been reported isn't true.
Good. I don't want to see him retire anytime because he signed an 11-year contract extension like 2 years ago for $110 million. Yeah, there's no way he's going to retire this year.
Well, he is in the twilight of his career, but you know what? He's not retiring at this point.
He had a great game last night. Big
He
Larry.
did. It looked like he was 10 years younger.
I know. Great guy.
Well, yeah. Again, that's what Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth were saying. Is this possibly the end for Larry Fitzgerald? And, it was really cool.
No, he dismissed.
Now, the Cardinal fans have a lot of class, too, because they chanted his name throughout the game. Larry,
Yes.
Larry. That was pretty cool.
All right, here we go. Next one. Scooby Bell said to mine. I just love the face palm of Sean right there. That's great. How about this? My Minnesota Vikings look amazing.
I am not a Viking fan. Don't you dare address the C3 towards me.
I will address this to you. It's in your heart. It's in your blood. It's in your blood.
You talk to the man family about them. You leave me out of it. I'm not a goddamn Viking.
Isn't it your same bloodline? Isn't it your same bloodline, though?
Yes, it is.
Got you. Yep.
I don't have a Teddy Bridgewater jersey, Justin. I don't have a Teddy Bridgewater.
Do.
No, I don't.
It doesn't have to be just a Teddy Bridgewater jersey.
I knew I was going to react. You knew. I was like, no, don't you dare address that to me. I'm not a damn Viking fan.
He's got a Brett Favre jersey.
Oh, no. Actually, my uncle has a Brett Favre jersey in Rapid.
Yeah, your uncle.
One time I saw him, and he was wearing this Viking number 4 Viking jersey, and I was like, oh, cripes almighty. And I think it was against the Packers back in 2010.
All right, here we go. Sorry, Sean, about that. Frank, here we go. This one's for you, bud.
I was waiting for that, and then you were waiting for my reaction. It was
Hey, quiet. This is for me, dude.
Mm-hmm. Skippy Bayless said that Walter Payton is the most overrated running back of all time.
Well, he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Hey, you know what? On top of that, Gluey Hump, I know you'll agree with this 100%. Walter Payton is more admired and will always be more admired. He clearly is now, and this will not change. More admired than Skip Bayless. I mean, really, do you ever hear any negativity about Walter Payton as a person?
Where did Josh go?
Josh put himself on mute, and he is pissed, Justin.
Okay, I'll address this because the Gluey Hump is not here, but I'll tell you this. I can bet you the Gluey Hump would agree with me on this. Walter Payton, even 17 years after his passing, has always been admired. He's still admired. I mean, you don't hear anything bad about Walter Payton. Skip Bayless, on the other hand, yeah, you do. I rest my case.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I saw what Josh just put in the chat room. Skip Bayless, go screw yourself. Go screw yourself, Skip. Walter Payton has more balls than all of your precious Dallas Cowboys. Show the man. I agree. Show him some class and respect.
I mean, they have an award after him. That show,
of course, for humanitarian services.
Yeah.
Sweetness.
You know, I got a Walter Payton jersey.
Hey, to go after Walter Payton like that, it's a spit to face to not only all Chicago sports fans, but all Chicago sports in general, because that man represented what this city is all about.
Dude, he represented what the NFL's all about, too.
Correct.
He played with the Bears from what, 74 to 87? I think it was 13.
No, 75 to 87. 13
Yeah, and he was a part of the 80, and he was a part of the 85 Bears that won the Super Bowl. You know what, Skip Bayless, even another thing, if you said that to Mike Ditka, I bet Mike Ditka would want to get up and slug you in the effing face.
He would. No joke there.
That was a real stupid thing to say. I'm not a Bears fan, but to go after him is a slap in the face to all Chicago Bear fans throughout the entire world, you dumb shit.
Yeah, Sean, we get the point.
Asshole. I'm just saying it to Skip. That's what I meant, Frank, not you.
All right, here we go. Skippy Bayless said that my New England Patriots will lose to my Miami Dolphins. Hold up. So Jimmy Garoppolo is going to lose to an AFL team, Skip?
No, I don't want that to happen, because if I have to lose that game, Justin's going to have Dolphins pictures for me to look at for an entire week.
I want Sean to lose the bet so bad. Come on, Sue. God. Come on, Sue. I won't blame you this time. Go ahead.
It'll be a long week of pain, and one of my friends will be like, I have one of my friends, and he says, you should have never made that bet. And I said, it's just a profile picture bet.
Sean, how long is Nate Solder out?
The whole season, I think? I'm not mistaken.
So. Well, we'll see what happens, Justin. I know we'll...
You don't know?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But seriously, though, Namakatsu, do what you do. Roll through LeGarrette Blunt, dude.
I'm not gonna say anything right now because I'm not that arrogant, but it's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens Sunday.
Skinny Bell said that
Zzz, zzz, zzz,
my Pittsburgh Steelers will beat my
zzz, zzz, zzz.
my New England Patriots in the AFC wildcard game.
Wild card game. I don't think they'll be.
You're an idiot.
No, I don't want that to
You're an
happen.
idiot.
You know what would happen if the Steelers go into New England and win the wild card
What
game?
about Wes?
Yes, I will hear it from West, and he will blast the goddamn Steelers stuff on my wall. He always does that to me. He always, like, I'll take 2013 Eastern Conference Finals. The Bruins were playing against the Penguins. 2013, I never said one thing. And what's he? He's plastering Penguins shit on my wall. After the Bruins swept the Penguins, I posted on his wall a couple Bruins things. West Coast, I have nothing to say. The Penguins just played a bad series. Congratulations. And then the same thing with the Steelers. Last year, the Patriots hosted New England. They hosted Pittsburgh. And apparently he was posting Pittsburgh Steelers stuff on my wall, and I beat him in a bet. It was a congratulatory bet live on Facebook.
All right, next one. Here we go.
I can't wait till we get to
Justin, just for you, bud. You ready?
Oh, J Hill.
Yep.
All right, here we go. This is about the Miami. No, this is actually about the Florida Panthers, actually.
Ooh.
Steve Bale said that my.
Well, this is about Laramie Tunsil for a minute. But anyway, I thought it was about Laramie Tunsil.
Justin's joking. All right,
was great.
my Florida Panthers will finish last place in the Eastern Conference next year.
If that happens, I will come on the show and do something very embarrassing, something very flabbergasting. That's never gonna happen this year. Oh my god!
You
Maybe
gotta
the
do it
Bruins-
I'm holding you to your word on that, by the
Yeah,
way.
Yeah, dude. You gotta do it like Chris Jericho. You gotta go never, ever.
Ever again.
Not bad.
All right,
Yeah,
since you
dude.
brought up wrestling, Frank, let's go to the backlash.
All right, here's the ones I've been waiting for.
All right. Skippy Bayless said that AJ Styles is not worthy of being a WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, he is.
Hey, Skippy.
He is.
Hey,
Next.
Hey, Skippy. Well, too bad he is. And you know what? You know what? That statement is some grade A, homogenized Holstein Camping World Stadium, the Flatrate Stadium, Walmart Park bullshit.
Skip Bayless thinks he knows everything about wrestling, but we know that's a false statement. Those are
He
false statements.
deserves it. He's a superstar of the year. He's worked for it. He deserves it.
Skip, you're a freaking Nimrod.
By the way, I remember like how people were saying when he came into the WWE how he was never going to be a WWE champion. Well, he is now.
Hey, Frank, I gotta send you something at the show, okay?
Sure, cool.
I'm gonna send you the delete or decay. So I'll show you this broken Matt Hardy stuff I've been telling you.
Oh, yeah, please
Okay.
do. Please do that. Do it when you get the chance. Oh, whatever, Fink blew up those pictures we took last weekend at the Cubs-Giants game. Send the ones of me. I want to see those. I didn't see them all.
I texted it to you already.
Not all of them. You didn't text
I
them all.
only took two of you. What the hell? We didn't do a photo shoot. All right. It's a dilapidated boat. All right. Well,
There you go. I love that. Good one, going help you, the man.
Okay, here we go. Last backlash quote. Here we go. Skippy Bayless said that the WWE should give refunds to the fans for last night's pay-per-view.
Well, they're not because it was awesome.
Oh, Josh's reaction. He just sits there and shakes his head.
A refund? That's just stupid.
Oh,
The
that's-
crowd was awful, by the way, last night. I thought that they were awful.
No, Richmond. Richmond's always been a quiet crowd.
That arena was
Yeah,
awful.
a
too.
lot of the like Richmond and like all those like other
And
southern places are NWA territory. So whenever WWE goes there, they're like quiet and protest over the fact that NWA is no longer around. It's something that's been going on for years, but Skip, to say that the WWE should issue out refunds, no. Why? Because SmackDown showed why it's been a better show than Raw over the last year and a half. I thought the pay-per-view really helped out all the characters on this show.
Especially Bray Wyatt, by the way.
Yes. I'm going to talk about that on the show this Wednesday because, honestly, people forgot the point about that, and I had to remind Jess about that before he watched the show.
I thought it was a great match.
Yeah.
With Kane and Bray Wyatt.
Every match was awesome last night.
Frank, how much do you watch the whole thing, right?
Not all of it, but the ones that I saw most of it. I'll tell you what, I was impressed with AJ Styles because I have been a huge AJ Styles fan for how many years? This guy has paid his dues.
I will agree that the main event really wasn't that great. It didn't bring out all the hype it was supposed to be, you know?
I'm just happy Styles won.
Yeah, same. I agree.
Oh, and not only that, I'm happy Orton lost.
By the way, Miz and Ziggler stole the show last
I
night.
agree.
At least in my opinion.
I agree with that.
Miz, besides AJ Styles, Miz is the wrestler of 2016. I don't care if I get any flack for that. You can send your hate tweets at WC Josh Lopez.
He has made that title relevant.
All right, last one is certainly not least, just for the Walmart boy, just like we do every show. One last quote for Sean. Since we got our backlash thoughts and all that out of the way already. All right, here we go. Right, Sean?
Yeah, I'm ready. Here we go.
Here you go. Skippy Bale says that LeGarrette Blount needs to stop hanging out with the panda.
There's no way! Oh, my God dang it!
Attention, Walmart.
Would somebody stop the damn match already? Enough's enough!
Keep going, Sean. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, Frank. Do it.
Hey, Gluey Hump. Can we get a Joey Styles sound effect? Oh, my God!
Yes, we could.
Good for this.
Frank, do the Walmart. John, keep punching pills while Frank does the Walmart shop.
Lousy fool, I'm going for
Attention, Walmart shoppers! Attention, Walmart shoppers! The firework will be sound. We have a madman that's going berserk. We have a madman. The SWAT team has been called. Repeat, the police SWAT team has been called.
The SWAT team, wow.
SWAT team. That's nice. We got a bomb squad here? No, he's not big.
You ordered the bomb.
You know what? The Panda's got 3 championships.
Oh, God. It's been 5 years ago.
But again, you got to give the Panda props because of how much.
Trent Dover has a championship ring.
Yeah, dude.
Oh well, yeah. LeGarrette Blount's got he's got a point.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he hasn't been hanging out with the Panda. LeGarrette Blount is good. I was impressed with what I saw out of him. Come on. Blount has to stop smoking blunts. Justin, I cannot.
He got in trouble for 2 years ago, I think.
It's facts.
It is.
He needs to stay off the weed.
His name speaks for itself.
By the way, what a way to start off a week, right? Have Frank do the attention Walmart shoppers and seeing Sean snap. That's my week's already ready to go, man. Thank you.
Monday's a great day.
Sean, are you there? You're just frozen.
Jeez, I cannot believe it with him saying that. I can't believe I was frozen like that. I had to come back in or out or something. But anyway, that was bad.
Attention, Walmart shoppers! Attention, Walmart shoppers! We will now be playing over our public address system for your enjoyment at Sports Drive.
Oh,
you know what, Frank? I'll be very happy, Frank, to be your reference for you if you want to get a job at Walmart.
I would like it. You know what? I would look with the way I look and present myself. They would mistake me for president of Walmart.
What?
Well, Frank, would you add more haircut places to Walmart too? Since I go get a haircut at Walmart.
If I do, they're going to be barber shops with poles on them. You know what?
Hey, let's move on. Let's talk about a little bit about Monday Night Football. We got 2 games, unfortunately, tonight. Frank has done the ranting and raving about that. First one on the docket, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Washington Redskins. start off with Justin here. Your thoughts, and just remind everybody who you got for this game.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see this game. It's all gonna be on the offense. I'm still not sold on the defense for the Redskins, but I'm really very looking forward to see what Kirk Cousins can do against the Steelers.
Correct.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a shootout. I think it's gonna be a very high scoring game, and I'm going with the Redskins.
Frank?
I cannot wait. This is the game really worth Monday Night Football and not the other one. But I agree. I think that this is going to be a terrific game to watch. I think it's going to be a toss-up. I wouldn't be surprised if this comes down to a field goal. At least some play within the next 2 minutes. I forgot who I picked. Let me pull it up. Who did I pick? Oh yeah, hold on, stand by for the good word. But I agree, Jay Hill. This is going to be fun. This is the Monday night game to watch, and I took the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road. Although Washington, this is a game that could go either way. I'm excited. Can't wait to watch.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, Bigelow.
Go ahead,
Josh. Again, I didn't know who was next. Big game tonight in the nation's capital. I've known before that sometimes the Redskins have hosted Monday Night Football games ever since they've gone to ESPN. I remember there were some really good ones, but I agree with what Frank says. This is going to be the game that whoever gets off to a good start hopefully will win. I mean, look, the Steelers probably know they're like the Saints on their last hurrah with Roethlisberger. I mean, he's getting up there. The Steelers team that has not won a Super Bowl. I almost said World Series, but a Super Bowl since 2008. And for the Redskins, I really think McCoy is their answer. If he has the performance like he did last year,
Cousins
will be a big, big threat this year. But even though it's just one game, but I believe I picked Pittsburgh to win tonight again in the nation's capital. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Should be a great game tonight. What do you think, Josh?
Here we go. Sports Drive first here. I'm changing my pick-em pick for this one. I am going with the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, there we go. Tag team match. I like it.
It's going to be close. It's going to be this is a coin flip game.
Yeah.
I'm very big in visualization. I can imagine how certain things could play out. So I have a feeling the Redskins are going to find a way to pick up the victory in this one. I am going to go with the Washington Redskins.
You like that?
William, you're the man.
All right, next game is scheduled. This game is scheduled to be in Ethiopia. We have the Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 69ers. Frank, the floor is yours.
I'm going to take the LA Rams because the San Francisco 49ers are in a world of dysfunction. Look, national anthem.
The world of Go ahead.
Well, they are. National anthem and patriotism aside, Chip Kelly, I do think, is the right guy for this job because he does run a West Coast offense. San Francisco is a West Coast offense team, but it takes some time to get off the ground. They need better players. The Los Angeles Rams, how determined are they? I mean, new to Los Angeles, they got a rookie quarterback going. This is going to be a game that should have been played. No, this should have been a late afternoon game yesterday, not a Monday Night Football. I have to wait till 9:15. We only need one Monday night game. If you didn't hear the opening ran earlier, I'll take Los Angeles.
All right, Walmart boy, go ahead.
Last time that the Rams started off the season when they were in LA, I think it was 1994.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
95 was their first year in St. Louis. So I have to say, first off, congrats with bringing football back to Los Angeles where they should have stayed. I know sometimes my dad can be kind of tough there, Josh, but I do have to agree with them that football definitely should have stayed in Los Angeles in the first place, and it should have never moved to St. Louis. I mean, my dad would always say, well, what the hell? St. Louis is not a football town. But I will say it's great to see them back in Los Angeles, and, they'll be ready for I think it's pretty cool when you think about it. Rams are going to be ready to get this week over with. Then they realize that when they go back to L.A. and play in the L.A. Coliseum, they'll have that game sold out just like Minnesota will when they open up at U.S. Bank Stadium next Sunday night against the Green Bay Packers. I just have to still believe that. I mean, it's really, really cool. And the Rams chances, and I agree with Frank, the 49ers are a team full of dysfunction. And I think the dysfunction for this 49ers team really goes back to 2014, because in 2014, you got to remember, the 49ers didn't even want to play for Jim Harbaugh. They wanted Harbaugh gone as coach. So that kind of happens, and now a few years later, they're dealing with with Colin Kaepernick and what he's done with the national anthem. But this game got to go with the Rams tonight, even though I probably will not really watch tonight, the late night game tonight for Monday Night Football. Yeah, and I think Chris Berman's calling it just like he did last year when the 49ers hosted the Minnesota Vikings. The floor is yours, Josh.
All right, here we go. Justin, you went already or no?
No, I didn't go yet.
But,
Oh, no. The floor is either yours, Josh, or Justin's.
All right, I'll go. I'm going to use a word that Josh uses a lot, describing teams. Oh, I'll use that one too. But the Rams defense is going to mollywop the 49ers offense. It's going to be a slaughter. The Rams are just going to be in and out, just killing the 49ers offense. I'm going to be looking forward to see Colin Kaepernick getting sacked, you know. So I'm going to be predicting the score here for you guys. 20-6, Rams.
Okay.
I can't change my pick here. I did say on Friday that this was going to be my upset special of the week, so I'm going to be a man of my word, and I'm sticking with the 49ers. The only game they'll win this year. Hey, everybody said the Vikings were going to blow out the 49ers last year on Monday Night Football, but it didn't happen. It was opening day too, so I'm not making the same mistake twice. All right, we talked about Monday Night Football. Unfortunately, Monday Night Football is back. Hopefully, this new content will at least be more interesting. I like Mike Tirico, but Monday Night Football became a drag for me the last couple of years, and the games they had on it sucked diddly donkey dick.
I think it's better than Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, I'll give you that. At least I don't have to listen to Phil Simms.
Hey, Thursday Night Football. Delete. Delete it all.
All right, let's talk a little bit about Raw before we go to the spoken word. Justin, what would you like to see on the program tonight?
KO. I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen with him and Seth Rollins. I'm waiting for a Triple H. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen with him. Maybe they're just going to save it till Clash of the Champions or the night after the Clash of Champions. And then, man, I don't know about you, but I am loving the club and this New Day segment. I'm just loving them together.
Now, here's the thing, though. Do you think it's a necessity for him to be on the show or wait for Clash of Champions?
I think they should wait for Clash of Champions to build all this momentum and enthusiasm for all the fans, and just wait. Just the wait is just what exciting for people.
Yeah, the only reason I'm saying that is because I've seen some people on the podcast around over the last week that are upset with the fact that Triple H was not on the show last week.
Also, I'm just going to throw this in there. Maybe McFoley has his hand in with Triple H because he is a KO guy, I think. You know what I mean? Like backstage.
Big Rouse and Stephanie.
Maybe that would be pretty cool. But I can't.
Not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. I gotta say though, I know that a lot of people have become indifferent to Stephanie's character, but I don't care. That girl gets hotter each week.
I agree. Oh.
All right. Well, let's see. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. So obviously we got Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns tonight. That's gonna be the main event of the show. I think that's gonna be a very good match. Again, I know everybody's not a Roman guy. I enjoy covering his matches. I think he's very good.
He's doing good right now.
It's going to be a good match. I don't think Roman Reigns is going to win tonight, however. I think the match will stay with Owens and Rollins because that's been on the local advertisements. Surprisingly, Frank, I do get Indianapolis WWE advertisements here in Chicago, even though I'm in the city, which is odd.
You know, Indianapolis has been a good city for the WWE, and I would love to see WrestleMania come to Indianapolis at Lucas.
It might soon. It's a great city for the Colts.
Dude, you know what? Hey, Boy Hump, you and I are driving down to Indianapolis when it does come for WrestleMania.
Yes, sir. Hopefully that time I'll be on a platform so I can get.
Dude, you'll be me, and my buddy Scott. The three of us will be going to WrestleMania. Trust me, he goes to any WWE event that comes to Indianapolis. He's gone there for years.
I've been saving my money a lot recently, and if I don't get a credential for WrestleMania next year, I'm getting one of the WrestleMania packages. So
nice.
I just want to let you guys know that so I can go out to Orlando. It's something that I worked hard for with the articles and stuff I've been doing for WrestleZone, and I think I don't know. I don't know if I would say deserved it or deserved vacation, something like that or something, but I needed a break, and to go down there and do something that I like and hang out with friends would be it means a lot to me. So hell, yeah. I'm not spending $5,000 for it, but I think the lowest one is $800. I mean, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? I had the money for it, so hey, you work hard for what you want in life. I don't ask for a lot. I don't ask a lot from my parents, so it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated on that.
Yes, definitely come to WrestleMania. I want to see you and Adam Daly.
Yes, Brother Nero, my podcast partner in my wrestling podcast.
Yeah, dude, Adam wants to come with us to Indianapolis. That's fine. There's my vehicle sits 4 total.
Adam, the Oakland Raider fan. Yep, and he's also a Penguins fan. Sorry, Sean. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the spoken word. Let's start off with Frank.
The spoken word was. I'm just going to start out fun. So much fun with you guys. Let's do it tomorrow.
We will do it tomorrow. Yes, we will.
Great.
Walmart boy, go ahead.
Spoken word is blast as always. We had fun covering week 1 of the NFL. Enjoy Monday Night Football tonight as it is back. The football season in full swing. Glad it's all back. Major League Baseball continuing. It's hard to believe how fast baseball season is gone. We only got 3 weeks left to go, and like I said to Josh, Justin, and Frank, and everybody listening in, anything can happen with 3 weeks. Remember, be positive, be upbeat, and be uplifting. And I also want to just say thanks to my father for at least understanding what I'm going through. I mean, look, I know I'm not perfect, and I know I'm doing all I can every day. But as long as I got the support of family and friends, that's all that matters. And as long as, if anybody has to do it, it has to be me. I've had to push myself hard throughout life. It hasn't been very, very easy. But the good thing is I just don't ever give up. That's all I can do. Don't ever give up on yourself. Don't quit. Realize, be blessed what you got in life, and just keep pushing forward and keep taking it a day at a time. That's all you can do. We'll be back at probably on You're welcome. Yeah, I'll be back on Thursday because tomorrow I am out. I've got some things I have some business meetings. I'm sorry, everybody. So I'll be back on Thursday.
Sean's going to be cutting some business deals. Now he's a businessman.
Well,
yeah.
Just go ahead.
It was a great show. It's great to have football back. Oh, my God. It's so much fun. And just enjoy Raw. Enjoy Monday Night Football. Follow us on Twitter at @thesports_drive. We'll be tweeting out some tweets for the Raw and the football games tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, dude.
I want to take some words from my idol, CM Punk, after the post fight he had with Joe Rogan yesterday. He said that you should believe in yourself, no matter if you have a family member or a friend or somebody telling you that you can't do something. You got to believe yourself and go after it. So believe in yourself. Don't let anybody get in your way, and do it on your terms, more importantly. And make sure you did it because you earned it and you deserve it more than anything. Don't let it – don't take handouts. Earn it.
Before we go, I just want to say – yeah, and the point that Josh makes, and I got to say this too, one of the great books I read about Mike Krzyzewski was a leadup courses I got my – Mike Krzyzewski.
Good.
The Duke head coach. One of the books because I got a leadership certificate. And one of the college courses I learned about it is how Jimmy Valvano said something that was very, very good that still continues today, and that is, don't give up. Don't ever give up. That's the important thing.
Don't forget, like Frank says, be the authentic product that is yourself, period.
Period.
Amen. Amen. There you go.
By the way, folks, there's a saying, you know, people say they want to do something, and then there's a difference from saying it and doing it. I've been putting a lot of grunt work over the weekend, uploading our old episodes into our new YouTube channel, the Sports Drive YouTube channel. We have over 40 episodes in there already that I put in over the weekend. So if you guys go check that out, please subscribe to our new channel. Once I get all the episodes on to that channel, we'll start recording our shows from there. But letting you guys know to subscribe to the Sports Right channel. I'll put that link to the channel in the description of this video. To please subscribe and have Frank, Sean, and Justin share out the link to everybody on social media, of course. So make sure to follow Justin on Twitter at I am Justin Hill.
Dab.
For those wondering on Twitter on our Sports Drive page, it's just me and Justin making the tweets. Just so that everybody know. Follow Sean on Twitter at No, I was gonna say Walmart Boy, but you know what? You should do that, Sean. Change to Walmart Boy instead of Sean Man ASN, since you're no longer on that network anymore.
Yeah, I better. I could do that.
I should really change that.
I can change
Walmart Boy. All right, there you go.
Yeah, no Boston Sean.
Follow the Big Win. Follow the Big Win at Twitter at Big Win Frank. # the Big Win. Attention, Walmart shoppers. I am the Gloomy Hump, Josh Lopez. You can follow me on Twitter at WC Josh Lopez. Thanks for everybody checking out my BackLash article last night. I had a good time, as always. And thank you guys for watching the show. Follow us on Twitter as @thesports_drive, and we'll be back on Thursday here on the Sports Drive. Peace.
Love and understanding.
Adios.